Well, it's a beautiful day for hockey here at Counteswells, here on the water-based pitch. Welcome to live coverage on the Charter Sports Streaming YouTube channel of our fifth match of the 2026 Robert Gordon's College Leavers Series. It's the hockey girls match. The score currently at 3-1 to the class of 26 first team wins just recently in the boys hockey, as well as the rugby union 15s yesterday, and in the netball. The Leavers taking the first ever basketball Leavers match to themselves, but a win here for the hockey girls in blue and yellow today will see the class of 26 clinch the title. My name's Finley Williams, I'm in commentary for this one, and I'm joined by a man who played in the boys competition just a moment ago, reigning victorious with the first team. You wouldn't have seen him that much, it was a very limited contribution from Robert Watson. Robert, how are you?
I'm great, thank you, Finley. 6-4 result today. I think it was a fair result on reflection of the game.
You had a good view of it from the sideline.
Yes, this will be an interesting fixture. I think this might be a bit tighter than the boys' match, but we'll see.
It was a thrilling boys encounter. We were very animated on the sideline from some of our counterparts. I was out there on the sideline. We had an array of managers, Adi Mukhopadhyay as head coach.
Yes, our interim gaffer may have stepped over the line a couple of times today, literally.
Figuratively and literally, yes.
Causing our captain a couple of sin bins, but there's nothing we couldn't handle today.
Yeah, no harm done there, an easy... Eventually coasting, it feels like, to a 6-4 victory. A couple of braces from Alex Rennie and Finlay Ray.
Yeah, I mean, the coaching staff, we had a number of them today, instilled good values in us going into that final quarter, and that's what pushed us over the line. Well,
turning to this match here, as you say, it's the turn of the girls now after a fantastic boys match. We don't have team lines, so we're kind of guessing as to who's who during this one. Especially, it's not particularly helpful that the Leavers playing in white today don't have any numbers on the back of their shirts, so we're going to have to go by position rather than name by the looks of things.
We'll hope their coordination during the game is better than their kick coordination with the numbers, because it's illegible to the commentary box.
We've seen multiple number 10s.
Yes, I think I saw 111. I'm not sure that's regulation, but anything can happen at Leavers.
Yes, it can, and it usually does, as the great Formula One commentator Murray Walker once said.
Yes, it does.
Fleur Scatterty, the school captain, of this year. Captain. I'm not going to talk about how I was robbed of that, but she'll take the kickoff and we are underway.
You weren't robbed of the girls' position, to be fair.
We're underway in the first quarter here. 15-minute quarters in this one, although we might shorten the fourth quarter depending on the time, as we do have a football match to bring you later on with a 10:45 kickoff.
Yeah.
Turnovers early on as Poppy Duncan looks to get involved.
Yep, scrappy start, but the Levers are starting to secure some possession now, working down the right-hand side.
She's got by on the right-hand side now. Could she find a way to bring it into the box?
The coaches will be screaming outcomes if they're not too busy gossiping.
Flirting with the edge of the box now, and it's well recovered on the back
RGC
line.
first 11 looking to break here.
Looking, Neha Bazavajaru leading the line alongside Flo Scatterty. Poppy Duncan on the left.
Lovely skill.
Scatterty still with it. Made a bit of a hash of the pass, but Duncan recovers well. Down the left-hand side now, Scatterty in support.
On the drop, RGC looking to secure some control in this game now.
It's careless. Careless. And the Levers recover on the back line. Bazavajaru getting in on the tackle there, and it's a foul called by Mr. Adam Walker, running the line down the right.
Yeah, well, this just sums up the Levers versus RGC first 11 this year. We've got coaches playing games 1 minute and then refereeing the next.
Well, I'm not sure we could say Mr. Walker is playing more, attempting to play in his limited contribution for the Levers earlier on.
He was standing on the pitch. That's about all we can say.
Levers have certainly had the lion's share of the ball so far in this encounter, and she's managed to get by Olivia Estashi quite well. Down the left-hand side, first bits of action we've seen for the Levers down this side of the pitch.
It's 16 to RGC first 11 here. Estashi's going to look to break. The pass doesn't come off though, but Forty can recover.
Foul called in favour of the Levers. It's like Mr. Walker's got a new whistle and wants to see if it's working correctly.
You enjoyed that one.
Down the right-hand side now, possession recovered by the first team. And Sophia Jones will look to build out possession from the back.
Yeah, we've had some wayward passes so far, but those were 3 good, concise ones there.
Sideline ball for the first 11 on this left-hand side. It's a good crowd we've got here today. We're in amongst the crowd in our gantry position.
It won't be much of a shock to the viewers that the girls' game has slightly higher attendance than the boys' game.
And more quality as well, probably.
No comment.
Comes Lola Much. Poppy Duncan couldn't find Bazavajaru. She's been a bit slack. I'm not sure that's maybe her pushing a bit too far forward. Or maybe she's just not being awake enough.
Forwards a bit too close together. They're not leading out.
A couple of times now Bazavajaru has been caught napping. As Mr. Walker finally calls a favour in.
First 11 starting to stretch the game here.
The confusion, play to the whistle, of course. As the common saying is in sport. Good break from the Levers players, beats Jones for pace.
Showing good speed here.
Playing down the right-hand side. They've had a good share of the ball in the final third of the Levers. But possession recovered. Wasteful once again from the Levers in the final third. First 11 will look to build out from the back once again. And if it failed at the first
Another one of those wayward passes from Estashi. We've had a few of those so far this game.
Yeah, it's been a lot of ill discipline. I think that's been one of the key themes of the Levers fixtures so far. I'm not sure if you got to watch the rugby game live streamed yesterday. There was a fair few turnovers, let's say that.
Similar to the rugby game, we've had a number of players complaining about the weather conditions on this bright sunny day, sun getting in their eyes.
Yeah, I know. Not used to it.
No. This is the first game in the sun many of these players have played so far this season.
Yeah. In terms of the hockey season, there's been a fair bit of sun to talk about for the Girls' Cup semi-final run. We won't talk about their Counteswells Cup run. There's an opportunity.
Shouts for a goal. And the verdict is...
confusion. Lots of confusion. Referee...
has not given the goal.
Has not given the goal. I believe that's Miss Sinclair from the maths department as acting referee today. And no goal given. Confusion here. Not sure. Lack of hand signals perhaps from the referee. Not much. What confusion as to what the call may be.
Even the players are confused.
And a penalty's been given.
Oh.
Penalty for the Leavers and an early opportunity.
We saw a number of penalties given in the boys' match earlier. Most of them were dispatched.
Well, this one. Keeper not coming out. It's saved. And the rebound's
And
also
the second time
saved.
of asking as well.
First 11 goalkeeper.
Joyous cheers from the crowd.
And now she's down. Woman down.
We've got a KO in the D.
Do herself an injury. I mean, she's got good protection in case of a fall. It'll be a soft fall.
Yeah,
for the
you'd hope
keeper.
there wasn't an injury with that kit on.
But it remains 0-0. And again, the Leavers have had the ball in the final third, but have been unable to convert.
Slightly more tense and close match as we thought it might be.
First 11 have been unable to get out of their own half, it seems. Not been much action for the forwards early on in this one.
Here on this left wing, we have the two sisters battling with each other. Some argy-bargy going on.
Short pass option from the side, opts to go back to Estashi. It's a dangerous move. Ellie Farquhar takes over. Out wide now to the left-hand side, spreading the play open.
Slight lack of communication there between the two people on the left flank.
I mean, you could. One positive aspect of this game has been the wing play. Lots of play focused down those flanks.
Yes, getting the ball out wide, which is how you want to play hockey these days.
Maybe a more modernist take on the game than previous years, perhaps? Or
Yes,
is that
certainly a different
evolved?
approach that the boys' Leavers took earlier. There was a lot of aerials in that game. We have yet to see an aerial in this game.
It is early days, though. Goalless.
Here's a break from RGC first 11.
It's a long ball up.
They've elected to get their team out and spread up the pitch.
And they'll put the pressure on the Leavers deep in their own half. First time we've really seen the Leavers this far in their own half. Early on in this one. So the Leavers will get play going once again from their final third. Focus play down the middle. And an interception there.
Both teams struggling to get the ball past the halfway line after 16.
Opportunity now for the first team. Scatterty looking to get involved, finds the possession.
Referee's called for a foot.
Yep. Wasteful there. And we'll get back going again. Jones out wide onto the left-hand side now. Really focusing the play down the left, unable to find Poppy Duncan.
Scattered, he's trying to get into the D. Relentless.
First real concentrated period of possession in the final third for the first team. Scoring opportunity beckons. Not for much longer as the referee calls foul once again. Opportunity now, she's still
Bonds has been
going.
one of the more dangerous players so far. She drives into the D, but the Leavers get it.
And the Leavers looking to counter-attack down the right-hand side now towards the stand. Still
skill.
going past Estashi. Estashi looking to recover.
Whoa!
Oh! Contentious play. And foul eventually called.
She's found herself at a football match, but that's not allowed in hockey.
Getting her shoulders out early on in this one.
Good interception by Duncan. It's a good turn as well.
No real pressure coming. She's found herself in a bit of space, but is unable.
Too much time to think there, maybe.
Yeah.
Bit of indecision.
Or maybe the decision was to just pass it right to her opposite number. She finds herself forward here, but is unable to flick it into the box, and will go again from the first team final third. Cagey start this one, Robert.
Yes, it's the 0-0 I have to say I was expecting. But there's been some quality passes out from the back. Bonzer with
Speaking
an
of,
excellent
Amelia
pass.
Gonzalez is
Kevin
through.
De Bruyne.
For Scatterty in support.
Gonzalez is gonna
still
release it.
going. Scatterty with a chance.
It's a Scoremouth scramble.
And
It's
she's
gone
done
in.
it! Fleur Scatterty opens the scoring for
Excellent
the first
reverse
team.
finish.
It was a goalmouth scramble, as Robert says. But it's Fleur Scatterty leading the line with Amelia Gonzalez in support. And the first team find themselves a goal to the good early on in this one. Fantastic physicality from a 2-forward line.
We were talking about a cagey start, but that just shows how quickly it can change there. It's pace and speed on the break.
In the story of the game so far, but the Leavers have been wasteful in the final third. And the first team have managed to convert where their opposite numbers couldn't.
They're an experienced team. They're going to look to go again here. They've conceded first many a time.
Have they managed to call it back?
I think so.
Opportunity now, but Esther Shea intercepts well, dragging it down the right-hand side. Running out of space here is the first team number 15.
Backed into a corner, and the Leavers have escaped with the ball.
And what a response from the Leavers.
Equaliser.
Mere seconds after the first team opened the scoring. I can assure you the scorers are one apiece and not 3 apiece. Some issues with the score bug there.
Well,
no
Finlay,
comment.
Even TNT Sports has technical difficulties sometimes, so it's all part
Luckily,
of the fun.
this isn't quite TNT Sports.
No, we don't rob you £30 a month for your viewership.
Leavers looking to have the advantage for the first time in this one. One apiece the scoreline. Good physicality from Scatterty. But the foul goes the way of the Leavers.
We haven't fully touched on it so far, but there are 2 sisters pairings in today's match. We have 2 Scattertays and 2 Bonzers. It's an interesting dynamic, maybe some extra.
2 very good pairings as well. 4 real stalwarts of the first team this year.
Yes, definitely regular starters.
And I think one thing you can mention, regardless of the fortunes of the first team this season, is they do have the depth. I mean, you look at that bench.
Yeah.
There's at least
It's an
10
army.
players on there, yeah. Mr. Boniface, the head coach, certainly has the option for rotation. Goal scored for the Leavers. Some technical difficulties there, excuse us, but in the interim, the Leavers and we'll get things back on the way with Fleur Scatterty.
It would appear even the crowd missed that one a little bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't a large cheer that we've been accustomed to so far.
Definitely feels as though the first team have the backing of the fans through this one so far, as Bonser makes a crucial
Excellent
tackle.
break, sister on sister. She's going to look to hit. Oh.
And it's just a bit far out from Gonzalez, and we'll square him out wide, and we'll go from the back once again with the Leavers. Feels as though it's been a matter of minutes, and the fortunes have completely turned around in this one.
Yes, I think we've had more goals in the last 5-10 minutes or so than we did
Gonzalez
the first
looks
time.
to make an interception here. Cagey stuff at the back line, and the first team get the foul.
Gonzalez, hard work was repaid there.
Bonser will continue play from the right-hand side. Struggling her
She's
way
done
into
well
the
to
D.
get it in, but a good interception.
Sophia Jones caught napping there.
It's a good touch. Scatterty's played it off the feet, but the ref's not looking.
And that's time called for the first quarter. A cagey affair thus far.
But
in
an
this
entertaining
encounter.
end.
An entertaining end nonetheless. 3 quick-fire goals. And it's the Leavers who are scrapping to stay in this title fight that lead 2-1. Just about to get play underway for the second quarter with the score at 2-1 to the Levers. It was a game of attrition.
Yes.
It's been so far, a really scrappy affair. The deadlock took a while to be broken, but we've had 3 goals in quick succession thereafter, and the Levers find themselves ahead, perhaps against a run of play.
Safe to say the Levers silenced the crowd with 2 goals in response to RGC first 11 in that first quarter.
It does seem to be a partisan home crowd in favour of the first 11.
The home crowd are getting settled in now, even bringing chairs
We've
from
got
the
some
pavilion.
chairs. Just about to get play back underway for the second quarter. Mr. Walker blows the whistle, and we are underway.
First 11 look like they're going to utilise Bonzer. Her attacking served them well in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's been a very useful asset.
It's an aggressive tackle
Some
from
shoulder
the Levers.
in there, and very impressive from the Levers player. Forcing Bonzer under pressure in the turnover.
Yeah.
Very aggressive play. You can get away with a lot.
Yes, yes. It's technically not a contact sport, is it? But we appear to be making it one.
Like so many other sports nowadays.
Yes.
Luckily, darts doesn't quite come under that header.
Not quite, not quite.
Not yet.
No.
Levers carrying it down the right-hand side. Couple plays in support, one in front, one behind, but she's done well to wriggle through.
Oh, it's beautiful Indian dribble, driving into the D. She cuts it back. They've got to finish this one here.
Oh, and it's
they've
just
missed a good
wide.
chance
There was a kerfuffle there, and it feels like all 3 of the goals so far have been that sort of scramble on the goal line, confusion as to who's where.
Yeah, I think both teams are getting a lot of joy out of driving down the flanks and getting the ball into the centre.
Does feel like the defence has been in disarray under any sort of pressure. Play down the left, Farquhar makes the
I
interception.
wouldn't call it
goes
disorganisation,
wide.
I'd call it more frantic excitement for the occasion.
I think one thing we can say is that all the fixtures have been played in fantastic spirits thus far this weekend. There has been a real festival of sport feeling to it.
Definitely, I have to agree. I think that's demonstrated by the crowds of the various different matches coming to support their friends and family in other games as well.
We'll have a penalty here for the Levers, opportunity
Yes,
to extend their advantage
RGC
to
first
2.
11 will be concerned about the game getting away from them here.
First penalty was saved for the Levers.
The second time
The
we've asked it, it's
second
an
one
easy
isn't.
finish.
Goal
Made that
kick-
look simple.
Yes, I think there's twice now the RGC goalkeeper's not been exactly quick to get off her line, and the Levers able to capitalise this time around.
Yep, she's got the support of her team though. There's not too much criticism going her way.
No, as I say, it's a friendly affair,
Yes.
contrary to what you may think thought if you were watching the boys.
Yeah, sometimes it
encounter.
can feel different on the pitch, but
Back on the way with the first team in possession. The Levers have started this second quarter very well, aggressively and territorially speaking. And Bonzo
Another
with
example of
crucial tackle.
some of the physicality there.
Bazavajari looking to carry it down the right. She's not got much support with her. Tries to play it back to Scatterty, but to no real success as Sophia Jones looks to try and make it count but fails. And it's a real counter-attack opportunity here for the Levers.
It's our first directional nutmeg of the game.
Gets past Isla Bruce, carrying it down the left-hand side. Ball in, and it's intercepted, and the first 11 will look to counter themselves. They got 4 women in front.
Aeroplanes overhead, but RGC first 11 failed to fly up the pitch there.
And you can see, I was just about to say, you can see the Leavers are flying early in this one. It's been plain beauty from the Leavers. And they'll hope to depart from this one with the victory.
Definitely. Bonzer giving the ball away uncharacteristically there. But
long ball down the left, not much pressure. He's got the space.
It's
a play forward now. It's a one-on-one, but she can't
touch was just a bit heavy.
Can't quite bring it down, and that's the thing with hockey. You know, heavy balls are unable to be brought down. It's difficult to control.
Surprisingly small during play as well. Can be quite hard to match ball to stick.
Leavers with another attacking opportunity. No real pressure. Farquhar looking to come back. And the shot whistles wide.
Behind for a 16.
Sorry for the uninitiated, Robert. What is a 16?
A 16 is when the ball's gone behind from essentially a goal kick, and the ball is then taken by the defending team from the 16-yard line and distributed out for the start of play.
Unlike football, it's the outfield players that will get the game back on the way.
Yes, you don't want to expose your goalkeeper at the 16-yard line in case you turn the ball over and give the attacking team a chance to counter.
Sure, something that's been found out the hard way by many teams in the past.
I can confirm.
Leavers enjoying it was an even first period, but the Leavers enjoying a lot more of the ball in this second one. It feels like the first team have been unable to get going.
There's possibly some renewed confidence from having that 3-1 lead.
I think going in at the break did give them that rejuvenation they needed, and they've started the second quarter very well indeed.
It's cleared out well. Here comes Blair, steaming onto it. She's failed to spread it out wide, but she's going to make the tackle.
First touches of the ball, and she's failed to really make an impact. She'll recover
Another player on the floor.
And foul called in favour of the first 11. Scatterty will resume play.
Looking for some respite here.
Quick forward to Sophia Jones. There's a couple of times RGC number 26 has been caught napping as Esther, she makes a vital tackle.
First 11 just cannot get out their half here, really struggling.
And yeah, any momentum or hope of momentum squandered there.
It's a lovely pick up on the reverse and a nice flick.
Oh, beautiful to get
skill.
past 2 of her opposition numbers. Swing and a miss.
We'll call that a dummy, but it's a swing and a miss.
And golden opportunity for the first 11 under no pressure. Lola Much will get going again.
Back to Lila she's got to watch the attacker for Leavers, putting pressure on her.
Bruce under sizable pressure, but he's able to offload it.
She's kicked it away. He can't do that.
No. And the Leavers will look to resume play themselves. Again, like you say, Robert, it feels like the first team unable to get outside their own half as Lola Much loses it carelessly again.
Leavers have recovered. Sustained pressure here. We've gone 5 or 6 minutes without them leaving their half.
Here commentator's curse here.
Time for a change.
Out of her own half.
Driving down the wing. She's getting ganged up on here.
And foot called, and the first 11 regain possession.
There's the respite the first 11 we're looking for.
Amelia Gonzalez down the left in the yellow shirt. Back to Louise Blair. And she's unable to make it count. It's another cheap turnover in favour of the Leavers.
And a foot could have been a sore one, but Scatterty took it well.
Last line of the fence, Ellie Farquhar, and the Leavers have got by.
Of course, we have no offsides in hockey, so she's broken away here.
Opportunity to make it 4.
She's gone all the way through.
No one in the box in support, so it's gone right out the back, but the Leavers player's done well. Opportunity now. And Scatterty looks to scramble it clear, but she can't. Leavers desperately trying to get a shot off.
First
and eventually
11.
The foul's called.
First
Good
11.
discipline.
Yes, certainly cannot afford to concede another. You feel like the game could get away from them quite easily if that were to happen.
Brilliant from Esther Shea, but she just...
Leavers went to ground.
Far.
They don't come away with the ball.
Wasteful in possession from the Leavers, and it's felt like this game in the last 5 or so minutes has become a lot more cagey in its nature.
Definitely.
Lots of cheap turnovers.
Nerves creeping in.
From Olivia Esteshy there.
Oh, it's a lovely nutmeg.
Vital interception there from Sophie Shand. Her first action of the game.
Yes, we've not seen much action from her yet. It's a good interception, couldn't get it out.
Heavy touch from the Levers player, and we'll do it again from the 16.
Nice use of the terminology there.
Thank you. Learning as I go. But yeah, we do speak out of depth at the first 11 half today. As we say, first touches of the ball for Sophie Shand, and I'll have a few more players we're yet to see that they can look to the bench for in support if needed.
Yes.
Olivia Estashi looking to break forward, and she's done
Estashi,
well.
She's broken away here brilliantly. She looked for Bazabaraju, but she wasn't there anymore.
Levers looking to respond in kind. Split the defence. Has the number 58.
It's a 2-on-3.
Farquhar and Estashi looking to clear their lines.
The extra numbers count there.
Seen a couple of cautions given in the boys' game, but safe to say it's all been very fair play.
Yeah,
girls and
unsportsmanlike conduct, and not from the players, it should be noted, from the gaffer.
Vital clearance.
Not seen any similar unsportsmanlike conduct so far, but there's still time.
Opportunity now is vitally stopped on the goal line. The goalkeeper's positioning was off.
Bonds are in there doing the defensive work again. She's critical.
Been a real asset today.
Yes, certainly.
Who knows what the scoreline could have been without her, as Amelia Gonzalez looks to break forward, but
it's a brilliant crossfield pass, just didn't have the positioning correct there. Ideally, the first 11 would like their 3 forwards tucked in and then just leading out as the ball's distributed, but they were...
Yeah, notable positional differences here with the first 11 opting for 3 up top.
Yes, they're spread like a pack of chickens there.
You'll make a good commentator, Robert, if you decide to go into the industry. Ailey Farquhar with a vital interception in the heart of the midfield, but she'll argue
she's been hooked there, and she's right. Foot hooks are also not allowed in the great game of hockey.
Mr. Walker operating well, unlike he did with the stick in hand in the boys' game.
Yes, I'm not sure he found a single member of his own team in that match.
He tried, bless him.
Yes, he's got other focuses now these days.
He does, yes. A man of many occupancies and...
Yes.
I was going to say talents, that's probably a bit harsh.
It's harsh on the rest of the players.
Ellie Farquhar with the ball in the midfield once again. She's certainly brought herself up the park. She was playing in defence initially, but she's brought herself up into the midfield.
First 11 starting to gain more of a foothold, but as I say that...
Passed it right to her opposite number from
given
the
away.
sideline. It's been the story of this game for the first 11. They've had promising opportunities, but they've been unable to make it count. Case in point right there.
Yes, not a lot of long passages of possession.
Opportunity now for the shot. Can't quite bring it down.
It's gone in.
It's gone in, off the post and in.
It's a brilliant finish.
Fantastic effort from the Levers to extend their lead to 3. I think it took a while for the crowd to realise it had gone in.
Some of our members were a little distracted by the lovely day that we're having here, but
deflected off the post. Goalkeeper would have done well to have reached out. She's not had the best game.
Yes, the gaffer might be critical at half-time.
But it is a 4-1 lead for the Levers, and you can sense, we're not even at half-time, but you can sense this one's starting to get away from the first team. Front line have not got firing at all. Levers carrying it forward again.
Vision there.
It feels like they're threatening them every time they go up the park.
The referee's played advantage. It's a good advantage as well.
Much with acres of space, but it's short back to Estashi again.
The referee should call for a foot there. And he has.
An advantage carried on by Mr. Walker. Gives Estashi the ball.
That's a wayward pass into midfield, but Ailey's going to pick it up.
Is she?
Well, it's another one of the catalogue of errors today.
Not specifically for Ailey, but for the team in general.
No, that would be harsh on Ailey. She's been solid so far.
First real mistake she's made. She's been decent at that heart of defensive midfield.
Say it's the only reason the first 11 haven't conceded more so far.
I think the work of herself and Bonza have been critical in terms of...
Yes.
damage limitation, but the front line have just not got firing at all. Scatterty opened the scoring.
Bonzer's played multiple positions so far this game, working as an engine in that team.
Round Deuter roll like a Thomas Muller almost, all over the pitch. If we're making football comparisons like I'm going to.
Bonzer's not quite 40 yet, but... Levers with a nice out ball. Oh, and it nearly breaks.
Annabee Scatterty just about able to get her stick on it to avoid what would have been a dangerous counter-attack with the last line of defence. She's driving forward herself.
But you see the plan with the Levers. They're leaving one of their forwards stationed beyond the line to pick up any loose balls that get through the defensive line of the first 11.
For all the passing errors Olivia Esteshi's made today, she's been very good defensively.
Yes, breaking up the attacks, certainly.
Her tackling's been second to none. She's just been unable to convert under pressure. There's a foot cold.
They're going to get fortunate there.
You're not going to get an easier decision
Chance
for
to
the
get
referees.
Chance to get the team up the pitch.
And Esteshi again passing it wayward. She's able to make the interception though, and that really has been the story of her game.
She needs a goal and she needs it soon.
Bazavajara on the right hand side to Esteshi, crossed in. She was looking for Fleur Scatterty. And penalty called for the first 11. And it's a vital opportunity for them. They really do feel as if they need to score this in order to get back into this one. If you get it to half-time to only 2 goals back, and there's every chance in this second half. It'll be Annabee Scatterty to put it within 2. And his penalty saved.
A crushing tackle from the goalkeeper.
And half-time is called. It was a scrappy first period. That theme has continued into the second one, but the Levers have taken control in this one. 2 goals.
First 11 don't seem phased. Some of their players even skipping off the pitch there.
Yeah, I know. As I say, it's a game being played in good spirits, but it is the Levers in control of this one at the moment. They lead by 4 goals to 1.
Discussions going on between 3 of the more senior players still on the pitch here. Number 7, number 41, and Esteshi.
Potentially trying to hatch their game plan for the second half.
Yes.
I feel like they're going to have to change some aspects of their play. What would you say has been the weak link for them?
I think they need to recycle more around the back. I think they've forced too many passes into the centre midfield, and that's where they're losing the ball so far.
Been very wasteful. The Levers have done a fantastic job of putting that first team under pressure, and when they are being put under pressure, they're making the mistakes, and that's allowing the Levers to capitalise.
Yeah, Levers showing a bit more energy so far. Surprisingly, playing into the sun, you think it might hamper their play a bit, but they've not showed it to affect them.
Well, they'll be swapping halves now, so
be interesting to see how the dynamic changes.
Absolutely, we'll be back right at you as the second half gets on. Welcome back to Counteswells, and the Levers fighting tooth and nail to stay in the series overall. The first team's leading this series 3-1. As we were saying, the win here secures the title for them. If the Levers win this one, then it will go to the football match at 10:45 for the opportunity to tie it up for the Levers and make this 3-3.
Yes, that'll certainly be an interesting spectacle. Haven't been privy to much of the first 11 football so far this season.
No, it'll be an interesting. We're sadly not live streaming it, but it will be an interesting watch. That's for sure. If you can make your way up to Counteswells, and what has been a fantastic morning for live sport in terms of the weather, it's really held up well.
Yeah, we've enjoyed a whole week of nice weather so far.
And long may it continue.
Certainly. There's nothing better than having that sun outside when you're in exam leave studying 6 hours a day.
Oh, tell me about it, yes.
And you get to summer and the weather goes bad.
Faces will firmly be in the books in the next couple of weeks for the women in yellow and blue.
Yes, some big exams for some, unconditional offers for others.
What's to play for in SQA exam season 2026?
Or as they're now known,
Qualification Scotland.
Big rebrand.
Leavers again threatening early on in this third quarter. Ball deep in the first team half.
Bonzer breaks.
Estashi playing
Can
up
she make the
front
long
now.
pass?
Still going. No one in support. She's
Showing her technical ability, pace.
She's running
And
all the way
determined.
around the pitch. And Estashi's forward. It's a one-on-one with
It's
the
a lovely
goalkeeper.
ball.
She must score.
Oh,
Good save. It was straight at her.
Keeper used her feet like David De Gea there.
Straight at the keeper. She must have scored. And the Leavers will clear their lines. But Estashi must do better.
She'll be beating herself up, but it's all about keeping going.
She'll rebound. She's up front for the first time in this encounter. And the Leavers look to counter themselves. They've got a woman in support.
It's a 2-on-2.
Looking to cross in.
It's a
She's
lovely
past
take
Isla
back.
Bruce.
Oh,
And again.
She's
Mazy
possibly
run.
done too much.
Cuts back. Space for the shot. And it's
Oh.
in. Fantastic teamwork. Excellent effort on that left-hand side. She cut past Isla Bruce not once but twice. Laid it back to her teammate. And she shot first time into the net on the run.
5-1 verging on a rout now, Finlay.
I know. Thank you for reminding me to update the score. It is 5-1. And really is one-way traffic here. First 11 have been unable to get going the entire game. Well, you said at the start of this one, Robert, you thought this game would be a bit tighter than the boys'
First
fixture.
11 letting us down.
And the Leavers are one-on-one again.
They couldn't do it again, could they? It's a hit, a goal.
They can.
Questions being asked
No.
of the keeper there again.
Two in quick succession.
Beaten at her near post.
And I mean, it's being mentioned by the crowd, the sun could be affecting the goalkeeper.
Yep. Although if we are to be unbiased, the Leavers weren't too affected by the sun in the first
No,
half.
they weren't. But it is cruise control for the Leavers. 2 goals in 30 seconds. And all of a sudden, that 4-1 lead becomes a 6-1 lead.
It's possibly about damage limitation now.
And they'll look to limit that damage through Poppy Duncan down the right-hand side. Still going, cuts back, but overruns it slightly.
Yes. It's first 11 ball here. They've got a chance to attack.
And again, they're wasteful with
The
possession.
sweep doesn't come off. There's a scramble.
Flash Scatterty trying to bring the ball back in the heart of midfield. It's
Lots
a good
of
run
passion
from her.
there.
Very good pressure from the RGC number 41.
They're not giving up.
Bonzo now. Good ball to Estashi down the left.
a great
and she
take
finds
as well.
herself in space again.
Nice
Flicks
flick.
it forward,
Lovely stuff.
but can't provide the finished product. It's another scramble.
And the referee's given a penalty.
Penalty. Opportunity here.
So that's our third or fourth of the game, I think.
It's been a lot of ill discipline, most certainly in the final third, and we're saying,
Yes.
especially when the first 11 are concerned.
Yes.
Estashi with the opportunity, driving forward now, and it's saved by the keeper once again. Deja vu.
Yes. Bit of interaction between the crowd and one of the referees there.
The taker may have changed, but the outcome hasn't. And you get the feel in the first 11 can't buy a goal.
It's been a pretty good day for goalkeepers on running penalties, I have to say. A lot of saves.
It has. Unless your name's David Walker. Anyway, the lever's coming down the right now. Still going, fantastic run. She's
Lovely
beaten
pace. She's
Scatterty
gonna
for
cut it
pace.
back. Oh,
and that is
it's
a
an excellent
fantastic
finish.
solo effort to compound the damage onto RGC first 11. It's a fantastic solo run.
Pace and accuracy, 2 key components there.
And we'll get play back on the way with the score now at 7-1. And it just keeps getting worse for the first 11.
Yeah. I think we should point out some strong performances nevertheless from the losing team currently.
Ailey Farquhar's played well at the back.
Yes. Bonds are in midfield.
Yes.
And Duncan's been perseverant in the attack.
She has. The rare time she's been, supplied with the ball in the first place, it's been an issue with playmaking. And Olivia Esteschi, for all her attacking woes, has been resolute in defence as well.
Yes.
I think that's fair to say. Definitely a lot of promise in this team, but the leaves have just been incomparable.
Excellent
as
step
Isla
up
Bruce makes
from
the
Bruce
interception.
there.
And they'll look to counter through Fleur Scatterty.
Open outwards and she's going to take the line.
Buying herself a bit of time here. And the sister link up doesn't quite work out.
Another wayward pass into the middle, not recycling.
And the Leavers look to counter. It's a 1-on-1 again.
Good take, good defending by Ailey.
And Farquhar pressures the Leavers player to force it out wide.
Shot squirms wide of the post.
And it's the first time in this one. It does feel like the Leavers have scored with every opportunity they've had in the final third.
Yeah, not squandered many of their chances, definitely.
Efficiency is definitely the word.
It's the first stick hook we've seen today.
Going in favour of Fleur Scatterty. And it will be her sister Annaby who will resume play and pass it straight to her opposite number.
Another pass through the middle. They need to use the width more.
Farquhar, Bruce and Much, the last lines of defence. She's got past Farquhar, but Bruce resolute and clears her lines. It's a fantastic ball to Fleur Scatterty.
Yeah, showed good vision there.
Sophia
Lovely
Jones
take
takes
from
it.
Jones.
Not seen much of her today, but it's a fantastic impact.
Oh, excellent.
Excellent. The pass wasn't quite there, but Scatterty manages to intercept.
Managed to take on 4 players all at once there.
Out wide on the left to Esteschi now. Esteschi still down the left-hand side. Knocked out by her Leavers opposite number. We'll resume play from the sideline back to Fleur Scatterty.
Referee's surely going to call a foot there. They've played the advantage. Was no advantage. It's not been brought back.
Chooses not to bring it back.
Mr. Walker too busy staring into the sun.
Bruce under no real pressure resumes first 11 possession.
Showed some excellent composure so far in this half.
Pardon?
Just as we say that, the ball has hit her foot. No fault of her own, we will say.
It's definitely been a game for some of the second 11 players to step up to the plate and have a day out for the first team. It's been lovely to see, irrespective of the result. 7-1 the scoreline.
Halt in play here, chance for the players to recover a bit, recuperate.
And the first 11 will do it again from the back.
First 11 looking like they need a rest at the moment.
We do have a third quarter break coming soon, so a chance for some recuperation, as we say, because they are all at sea at the back at the moment.
Ball getting caught up in the feet of Bonzer. She's released it.
And it's eventually called in favour of the first 11 from Mr. Walker.
There may have been some shouts and complaints from Bonzer in the direction of the referee or her teammates there. We're not sure which one.
Maybe both.
Possibly.
I mean, she certainly can't be having any complaints about her own performance. She's been a gem of the first team today.
The gaffer will be happy with the communication. I think we've heard a lot of shouts, a lot of calls, and a lot of good conversation.
There are definitely some positives to take from this one. I mean, they're up against formidable opponents. Saying that, they are 7-1 down.
Oh, so excellent flick there.
Gets past Annaby Scatterty.
All she needed to do.
Isla Bruce again getting caught up in the fence. Bruce eventually recovers.
Stick tackle possibly there.
Yep, and Mr. Walker does call the foul. So there's a lot to look out for as a referee in hockey, I think.
Yes, it's another wayward pass from Bruce.
Certainly seems sort of the game's slowed down a bit with the intermissions. I think both sets of players are getting tired as there's a penalty given. And to compound yet more misery on the first
The
11.
goalkeeper, it can only be described as sauntering
And
out,
she's
but
made
the
the save!
The clock's going to run down here. The attacking player only gets 8 seconds, and that 8 seconds has run out.
Fantastic effort from the goalkeeper. She's not had the best day out. But lots of admiration there. She's gone in and done what not many players could. And she's made the save.
It's another wayward hit into midfield. She'll be disappointed about that one.
Big opportunity.
Foot from the Levers player. It's a free kick to RGC first 11.
Farquhar did a good job of clearing her lines in the first instance, but she'll be relieved with the extra time with the ball, and she's made good use of it.
Find a man or a woman.
And yet more foul play from the Levers. They're certainly getting less disciplined as this game progresses.
Maybe a sign of the tiring players.
Perhaps an element of complacency.
Possibly so.
They may think the game is done.
Quite possibly is.
I couldn't possibly comment. As the Levers carry the ball forward once again.
Slightly nasty.
And shouts of oohs and ahs as some foul play there, and the Levers will continue with the ball. Space for the shot.
A swing and a miss.
And that swing and a miss does result in the first 11 getting some respite with the ball themselves.
Time and time again. How many times have we seen that so far this half? The long ball's not working. They're going to have to change tact.
So a lot more playing out from the back in the boys' game to decent effect.
Yes. Attempted flick from Estashi there. She looks dismayed.
Levers player desperately trying to get past Farquhar, who's being resolute in her defence, really harrying her opposition number, and eventually knocks it out for a sideline ball. Space for the shot.
The defence is sleeping here.
And she'll carry it forward and eventually try to clear, but it's a massive swing and a miss.
Soke Shan's going to pick herself up from that one.
Opportunity now, ball squared into the box.
One of them's got to take it. It's good communication.
Opportunity for a counter-attack now.
The stick is down.
She's
through. Can she show the pace?
Goalkeeper. She's still going. Two opposite numbers crowd down on her foe.
Oh, and we've had
and
a
the
slight
Levers
hook.
eventually regain possession as a penalty called.
Oh. A rare on-goal opportunity coming here for
well,
first
they say
11.
the comeback's got to start somewhere. 7-1, they'd do well to accomplish the comeback. But Fleur Scatterty will look to reduce the advantage to 5.
Will she go around the keeper or go for the shot? She's gone for the hit.
And
Keeper's laid
again,
down. She's got
and
time.
again, still going.
Has
The
she got
whistle
time?
hasn't been blown.
Oh,
And it's wide.
No.
3-4 shots at goal maybe, but no cigar for Fleur Scatterty.
Another example of the game being played in good spirit. She's laughing it off with her sister. Lovely to see.
But that has been the story of the game for the first 11.
Certainly.
Can't buy an effort at goal no matter what. Levers will play out from the back.
Good
Intercepted
interception.
by Farquhar again. And an opportunity for another counter-attack.
Estashi showing good
on
pace
the
here.
left. Still going. She'll look to square it. She goes for the shot herself. And the Levers will resume play. Farquhar again getting involved with the interception. She's trying to chase back now.
Didn't get a heavy enough touch on it, but she's recovered
and
well.
It's a fantastic effort from the woman in the yellow.
Pass has worked out well. Much is going to take it into midfield. Bonzer has time here, should she choose to use it. That's a lovely turn on the reverse stick.
Farquhar's work rate has been exceptional in this one. She could saying that, she's knocked out a play. It's been a fantastic effort from her though. She played very well when she has had it, and going back and attempting a tackle after getting it knocked by her is not something many players can have the effort to do, but she does. Opportunity now for the Levers. Saved by the keeper the first time and knocked wide the second time. 2 clear-cut chances for the Leavers there to extend their advantage to 7 as the third quarter whistle is blown, and it has been a dominant performance for the Leavers. And I think that is the full-time whistle being blown, actually. We did have 4 quarters in the boys' game, but it's only 3 in this one. And
First 11 are quite possibly had enough at this
very
stage.
potentially, yeah. The scoreline doesn't look pretty, but the game was played in good spirits. There are positives to take from both teams, but at the end of the day, it's the Leavers who keep their hopes, their faint hopes of a draw in the Leavers series in this one. They've beaten the RGC First 11 by 7 points to 1. My name's Finlay Williams. Robert, thank you for joining me in this one.
Thank you very much, Finlay. It was a pleasure.
And we will see you next time. Goodbye.